Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to SM fans the world over as you continue to watch us in today's political rumbles, where we discuss and analyze events and issues of importance as they hot here. Of course, as a disclaimer, we don't support any violence or intimidation on in any disguise. We promote, of course, humanity and discuss issues that borders on the existence and continuity of humans and how to better the lot of the of mankind and of course those within the Nigerian state and of course to bring to the notice of the security operatives and the executive are those concerned with the responsibility of protecting lives and property and of course making life more meaningful and providing enabling environment for economic, socio-economic activities to strive and the life of humans to be preserved. Just as we have heard from the Chief of Defense Staff that the insecurity, the unrest, the insurgency that is surging can never be addressed except, of course, the government, the executive, those saddled with the responsibility of governance begin to do what is needful. According to him, he said military can only do 25% of fighting insecurity, but 75 to 80% is upon the incumbents, governors, the president to address. And they can only address that through good governance, through good leadership, through leadership by example, leadership that is centered on providing, of course, enabling environments, working good working conditions, and good standard of living to her own population. That is the only way you can address the insecurity, the poverty, the unemployment. But we have not seen that, of course, commitment on the part of the so-called leaders, even the national assemblies in their promulgations of law, enactment of laws, and the executive, the policy formations, and of course, decisions has not captured this primary essence of governance. Governance is about the people. Governance is centered on the people. The people is the essence of government. And in the absence of the people, if the priority is not given to the safety, to the welfare of the people, then the very essence of governance, objective of governance is defeated. And of course, we are here to discuss this and intriguing issues as they come up. Today, we have to discuss about what is happening. But before we double into that, I welcome you once again to this exciting moment in today's political discourse. It is weekend, of course, wishing you all the best. My attention has been brought to someone who threatened uh, that they are coming after me. We are here. We are not the unknown government. We are not part of whatever you might think. We are not the Biafran Defense Force. So we are here to address issues of importance as it borders on humanity. And if you think you can threaten us in any disguise or send whosoever you think will come after us, well, we are not hiding, but we're telling you the truth and nothing but the truth. We are not promoting any violence here. Regarding the Corporal Adewale, we are to share, of course, it has been in the public domain. We are just to analyze issues and events. And God being so kind, he was among the fortunate persons to have been spared. We are not encouraging the death of humanity, but the reality cannot be denied. Human beings have been lost, lives have been lost across board. Even the Igbos are fallen victims. Those kidnapped in their own communities, those killed and the forceful disappearances is something we vehemently condemn. And the analysts are here, of course, to make their own opinion and expression. You see, keeping it real has been our commitment, and to this end, we hope, of course, that you Continue to watch us and as we discuss issues of importance and as it borders on the existence of humanity. Today, I am not after your money. This is coming from the president, Ahmed Bola Tinubu, have made it, of course, very clear to Nigerians as Nigerians are grappling with survival, of course, with the economic mishap and the pains and sufferings heightened. Tinubu is telling Nigerians that he's not after their money, but indeed, Nigerians will have to react to this. Some person have said he's not really committed to his words, as the first lady told Nigerians that his family is not after Nigerian money. But then, how far has Nigerian fared under your watch? That is the most important thing. How far has an average Nigerian fared under your watch as the president? People were once complaining about Buhari time. They said that Buhari is worse. Buhari is that. And they're hoping that there could be a turnaround. But unfortunately today, more pains and agony has been inflicted on the masses. Today, a fuel is 1,000 plus, and by indication or indices, it might escalate as we draw closer to December. There have been some projections that fuel might definitely be sold for 1,700, 1,800 as December draws closer. You know what that means? More economic, of course, sufferings, and quite unfortunate this is happening, and we can't help issues. We begin to ask, how do humans survive? This and many more we are committed to discuss today. And of course, we can see from the position of the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic of Exile, he believes that our freedom is very close. We are closer to where our freedom will come from. He believes that, according to his statement, that the freedom of Biafra will not come from Nigeria, allowing the Biafrans to go, but we come from the world powers. We come from US, the Europe, and of course the rest of the world. And this have informed his reason why he has remained in Finland, to make sure he engage all the uh, Western world and let them know what is the demands of Biafrans and, of course, what they stood for. Whatever be the case, we are here, of course, to give this a very interesting moment here with Chigos and Debo. Thank you once again. Kindly hit the like button, share this video. It is Saturday, the 21st of September 2024. Wishing you the best of the seasons, and for everyone who at some time has supported and encouraged us, thank you once again. We use this opportunity to specially appreciate you all. We might not, of course, uh, itemize or name your names, but then we do appreciate you indeed. And of course, more is expected as we anticipate more of your support and encouragement to continue the service to humanity and, of course, uh, to our society, the human society at large. Once again, I appreciate everyone here. We have with us, of course, uh, analysts on the standby who are ready, of course, to discuss issues of importance and, of course, contribute to this. You can as well make your own submissions via the comment section. Let's get to know what you feel like about the issues happening. I'm not after your money. The President Ahmed Bola Tinubu tells Nigerians, so they should not think that he is feeding or lavishing Nigerians' hard resources. Well, of course, this will come without misreactions. And the Prime Minister who said our freedom is coming from the US, the United Kingdom, and the European nations. It's not coming from Nigeria. And that's why we are intensifying lobbying, engaging, of course, the best hands to continue to engage the U.S. congressmen and other important stakeholders as we draw closer to the 2nd of December 2024 declaration. Some persons has mocked the prime minister saying that you have no capacity to declare the restoration of the lost sovereignty of the Biafran state. Well, some persons have argued, well, these are mere distractions, and some believe, well, have much confidence in the leadership of the Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic government in exile, believing that he's perfecting everything that needed to be done or put in place for the declaration to be recognized by United Nations and, of course, other member states. He maintained, well, only time will tell who is right, and of course, uh, what eventually will transpire in the course of time. It's been an exciting and interesting moment here, and we do appreciate you as we await our analysts who eventually will make their own submissions known, and of course, everyone has the right to express his or herself. Thank you once again. We do appreciate you for standing in. Everyone is just deceiving, be deceived, and many more. Well, we don't get your position. Okay, Trump 2024. How is America preparing for the next election? That will define, of course, whether America will be moving forward or not. As some persons believe that if Trump, of course, do not meant well for Americans, he would have expressed that in his first tenure. He always shout America first. He always put America first in all his considerations, decisions, and policy formations. And someone have also argued that if uh, the Kamala, who is vying for the office of the presidency, it meant well for the Americans, he would have expressed it in this first tenor. So it is left for Americans to contrast and to compare both individuals who fit in issues that borders on Americans today. Americans know what they need, regardless of the politicking and abracadabras. They know what they need. They need that America is passing through very difficult times, and they needed someone with courage, with a charisma, and with the passion to serve Americans to emerge in order to, of course, tell the storm. Otherwise, America might become a history. Of course, we don't pray for that, but then it is left for Americans and those who are under the law are legitimate citizens that will participate in the election. I think coming very soon, just around the corner, America decides. We're here to analyze and, of course, make it very clear. Some believe that Trump is the man to go. And whatever be the case, only time will tell better where the people stands and where the tides, of course, will move. Let's talk about Edo governorship election. Edo, of course, is on fire today. Edo is boiling. Edo is boiling, is boiling, is boiling. There are three different major contestants. The candidacy of the flag bearer of the APC, PDP, and of course the Labour are to throw their weight. They are to test their popularity and acceptance. Of course, over 2.2 million voters will decide who becomes the next global, of course, who will succeed Obaseki, who will become the governor-elect in Edo State. It is happening, it's ongoing, and hopefully, of course, we might bring your way the update of this electioneering process. INEC have reassured the Edo people as usual, and the police have assured them uh, to be impartial and to have a very equal playing grounds for all parties and electorates to exercise their franchise. But then, some people are apprehensive. You know, it's beyond assurance, beyond promises. We, the events of the past have made us to doubt the credibility and the sincerity on the part of even the INEC and the security operatives. But nevertheless, well, only time will prove us wrong, or we prove them, of course, right. Perhaps they have learned from the past events, they have learned from their past mistake, and may want to redeem their damaged image, of course, before the public. But then, only time will tell. We all know that it's a do or die affair as far as elections and of this kind is concerned in Nigeria today. A do or die affair because anyone who gets it all takes it all. You know what that means? You are in control of the resources coming from the state to the state, and you decide, of course, the economic uh, or sharing formula. He who owns the yam and owns the knife will give a portion to whoever he wants. But then that shouldn't have been the case. But unfortunately, this is happening, and it's quite very unfortunate that Edo people might not be having the best if things didn't work out. If there is no security and safety, if people are not allowed to go to exercise their franchise, of course, if there's no ballot snatching and what the rest of them, we do hope that there will be peace and equal leveling ground for everybody to exercise.
Evidence they grant. Told people that APC cannot
Okay, hello,
do anything
testing,
other than
testing.
rig the election. There's nothing they can do.
Can anyone
No
hear us now?
credibility, no
Yes, we are
structure.
trying to
People's
make
structure they
sure
don't
that
have.
everything
Look
is
at Edo State now. Look at what INEC
in
is doing.
place
Look at
before we
what APC
continue.
touts are doing.
Can anyone
Everything
hear
you know
us?
about APC is just
Testing,
about election.
testing the
Now,
microphone.
judiciary will vote for APC. INEC will
Okay,
vote for APC and see the outcome of this election.
I think we are good to
Just
go now.
few minutes ago, APC thugs
Can-
have started what they did in
Please, if you
2019.
can hear us, kindly
They are
comment on
doing
this
it now in
section.
Edo State. Normally, the ballot box snatch and everything.
Can anyone hear
They
us?
are
Okay.
trusted by the voters, and the voters are beating them up currently now in Edo State. Voters are being INEC is
Can you hear us?
present voting
Okay,
sheets
okay, we are good to go.
to Edo voters currently as we
Okay,
speak.
sir.
It's unfortunate, but I pray that APC does
Come
not
and
win the
finish
election. I pray that PDP.
Okay, thank you once again before you take your leave. So we are discussing before it was interrupted due to technical glitches. Now, you said that Ashebi cannot solve the problem.
Ashebi cannot solve the problem.
And okay,
When there is a hunger in the land, you don't need Ashebi presently now. What you need now is food and security. So forget anything about Ashebi. Let's get food and security intact first.
okay. And someone said our own security, our freedom is coming from the Western world.
Yeah, yes, that's where it's supposed to come. Looking at it, because Western world is a world that is well developed, and where people that reasons and where people that know what is right are. That's the reason where Nigerians are free to go there and to study and to learn and come back to the zoo country. Yes, our victory coming from US, UK, and other developed Western world is a welcome development, which we are expecting and which we believe that will soon take place in no distance from now.
But some people have argued that the same Western world were the reasons why Africa is backward. So now going to ask for freedom from a people who had been perceived to be the enemies of Biafra, the enemies of Africa by extension. So how do you expect them? They have been ripping off the African continent, and you expect to get freedom from there?
Yes, that was then when the Africa was in a blind region. But now most of the Africans are knew what they know, so they cannot even have such upper hand over them anymore, because them have already come to the standard where them can argue with them and tell them, you people have hit us enough, but now we have know what we are knew what you people know, so we are able to have our total total freedom and total freedom.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Have a very fabulous and exciting weekend. We do appreciate it. In fact, for some reasons, of course, beyond our control, we intend to wrap it up here. Wishing you all the best of the weekends. Of course, your loved ones and friends around you are trusting that all is well. Well then, we appreciate everyone. Sorry for the inconveniences, for the breakdown in transmission or the sounds. So we do hope, of course, everything being equal, we will fix it.
Protect Labour Party and PDP vote.
It's not we
Make sure you discourage anybody from voting APC.
Thank you once again for watching us. You can also join us in subsequent editions, watch our uploaded videos, to get more information and exciting analysis.
I said 3 people will vote
from
for
different of personalities and
INEC will vote for APC.
Great people. Thank you once again.